This song does have an interesting story to go with it, a very short story. The song is called The Dick Family Reunion, and it's a song about Richard Dick. And I was playing a show in Second Life when a guy sent me a message and said, "My name in real life is Richard Dick." And no one had told him about the song. No one had invited him special to my show. He just happened to show up and hear a song specifically about him. I thought, wow, what are the chances? It's pretty amazing. Anyway, here's the song for Richard Dick. I knew a fella named Richard Dick. He got picked on a lot when he was a kid, 'cause he had such an easily picked on kind of name. Yeah, Richard Dick had a tough time as a child. When the teacher said his name, all the other kids smiled. They called him Icky Dicky and wouldn't let him play reindeer games. And Richard's mom and pa were also dicks, and his baby brother Harry was the littlest dick. And the dicks lived out in the sticks in a nice little home. Richard Dick was feeling kind of sad about his name, so they had a big party and all the dicks came. Finally, Richard Dick felt like he wasn't alone. And there were big dicks, and there were small dicks. There were short dicks, and there were tall dicks. There were fat dicks, and there were skinny dicks at the Dick family reunion. All the dicks were coming into Granny's garage for her jugs of molasses and her pussycat's lodge. There were jugs and pussies and dicks all over the place. There were so many dicks, they squeezed in tight into Granny's garage that reunion night. The dicks were all excited when she brought out her famous dick pie. And there were big dicks, and there were small dicks. There were short dicks, and there were tall dicks. There were fat dicks, and there were skinny dicks at the Dick family reunion. Now Uncle Dick was there with his new baby, and he showed his little dick to Richard's mommy. Uncle's little dick made her want to have another one. Ah, so cute. Then Papa Dick saw her holding Uncle's little dick, and he said, "Well, too late, you had me snipped. Don't you remember back in 1991? Then Richard got to thinking when brother Harry was born. He said, "Pop, wasn't Harry born in 94? Then Papa Dick was looking real close at little Harry Dick. Little Harry Dick looked a lot like Uncle Dick. His skin a little darker, his hair was thick. Mama's got some splaining to do," said Papa Dick. And there were big dicks, and there were small dicks. There were short dicks, and there were tall dicks. There were fat dicks, and there were skinny dicks at the Dick